and because the students are later showing that 11, 12 students joined when I should share the marks. So Nitish Hegde, Monica, Vani and Ramya is still not joined. Anyway, at one glance, I am seeing here the SAS is still pending. Hardik quiz 1 and quiz 2 pending. Vishnu Vardhan Reddy. Anybody will say that this Vishnu Vardhan Reddy, he is another or something. I think one P. Vishnu Vardhan Reddy appeared for third semester DSA quiz. That is another Vishnu Vardhan, or he is appearing for third sem. I was not guessing that he may have some that type of problem. Khagendra only quiz 2, Kritika quiz 1, Mehul Sakaria quiz 2, Ajan quiz 1, Nikhil Kumar Mishra quiz 1, Nikhil P 2 and 3. First I will have to deactivate now quiz 3 because I have given them much time for that. Application development in Python. So everything is kept here as a record. So quiz 1 is still active or what? Quiz 1 responses not accepting. See that still it is accepting responses. Quiz 2 responses, no, not for that they couldn't submit, I think. Quiz 2 and quiz 3 now is stopping the accepting responses. So this way Nikhil P quiz 2 and quiz 3, P Niranjan Reddy 1 and 2. If it is wrong, somebody may call me, sir. No, sir, I have submitted. Prakash, you are there. Quiz 2 is still pending.
Sir, I did quiz 2, sir. Quiz 3 was pending. Yes, sir. Yes, I have done quiz 2. Quiz 3 was pending. I did it like last time you opened the response.
No, quiz 3 you have done. Quiz 2 you have done already?
Yes, sir, I did.
So that let me check. It will not take more time. Quiz 2 responses. So I will have to search your USN.
121.
1 CR 18 CS 121. Not there. Quiz 2 is not there.
But last time when you showed the marks, it was there, sir.
I have no. It was there. Where it was? In the classroom. I should see in the classwork. Quiz 2 response here. Again, tell me, Prakash. Prakash, you are also missing.
Okay, sir.
So quiz 2 is missing. I have shown the proof because I believe my students. Okay, Pratik Bharuka. So quiz 1 is not there. Kavita C newly joined. I think 18 CS 402. I have not seen her face. Kavita C 18 CS 402. Like that, Avijit PG quiz 1 and quiz 3. Ramya quiz 2 and Vani quiz 1. And total students appeared, it is okay. But this is the, and yesas, everything. So I have seen that if you are seeing here, Vishnu Vardhan Reddy, somebody will update. And it was given some red figure quiz 1, little bit they have submitted. Because after this, I have given the date for assignment 3 also late. And quiz 4 I will be conducting. After conducting, because it will require 3 more classes, I think. 3 more classes for module 4 classes on objects, because I am going slowly. So then we will upload this assignment 4 and quiz 4. Assignment 3 is already uploaded and the date is given. One thing. And second, for the covered topics, the IAT2. So IAT2, mostly the questions will be from the third unit. This regular expression and file handling. I repeat, so you will be getting 20 multiplied by 2 MCQ from the third module. Mostly the questions will be from regular expression and file handling, what you have learned, and 10 marks theoretical question, 5 plus 2 plus 3. So 5 marks one program, 2 marks for definition, 3 marks for definition. So 2 marks for definition of two things, 3 marks for definition of, and those 3 marks definition only has taken from the fourth unit like that. I have shown you the glossary, the object instantiation, instantiating the object. What do you mean by embedding the object? Like that, attributes. So 2, 3 definitions. So that is only part of fourth module is included, and that will be activated by the CCI on the date of your IAT 2. And few of the questions we have already answered in quiz 2 also. And when you are writing the code, so writing the code, you are getting time because 1 hour time is there. So they will be deactivating it after 1 hour or after 1 hour 10 minutes. So you will not say again that IAT also you will again upload, I will be giving the question. So what is the use of conducting this quiz and IAT for the known questions? Quiz is just to day-to-day activity, participating in the class. So we will have some average greater that assignments, quizzes, flip classes, MOOC courses, these mini projects. So those all will have weightage, and I have told that from your semester it may be 50 marks for internal and 50 marks for external. But still it is 40 plus 60. So now how many students have joined? It is already started recording. So it is 9:15 and total strength is there. Okay, Gauri is there. Gauri, please talk to me. Gauri. 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 Okay, 5 times I have called. Okay, Kausiki Kamana. Khagendra Vadwal.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Kausiki.
Yes, sir.
So are you not giving any flip class, beta?
Sir, there is lot of network issue here, so I'm not sure.
For 10 minutes you are not sure, but you will be getting for 5 minutes also 20 marks, no? And after 5 minutes say, sir, leaving that, sir, there was network problem, so I left the meeting. What is wrong in that? I am so fair and transparent from my side.
Sir, I will tell you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
It is not for my benefit. Khagendra, Kiran, RB Sajjan, only KKK name appearing, so I will take the name with love. Kiran, please. Kirti, Sampat Kumar Sai Krishna told. Kirti also told, I will see. Sampat Kumar also later. Kritika, Shreya. Shreya can give the better flip class, no Shreya? I know you from the first year, Shreya. Okay. Manisha Manikandan, Manu Smriti, Mehul Varsne, Wasim, Monisha L, Nidhi Dhariwal, Nitin Suraj, Nitish Hegde, P.N. Niranjan Reddy, Prakash. Preeti has not given yet. Priscilla, I wanted to push them for the university rank holder. If they are giving Preeti and Priscilla 1-1 flip class, they are not interested to be pushed. The indirect message that who are having the more than 9 CGPI, they should be pushed for the university rank holder, giving them full marks in internal and others. But they are not digesting the full marks. Okay, fine. So coming back here, let me start that. So my screen is visible, Isha? Kaushiki, my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So only from these classes and methods, what the textbook 2 writer, think Python, yes, think Python. So he is always giving in his topic ending with the debugging. So at the time of finding the root cause of the error and debugging the program, so that one slide is there. And then classes and functions you have learned, classes and functions. So that declaring the object of the classes and calling the functions from outside of the class. So if here the concept in given in the book, in textbook 2, so what we are calling the method, if a function is defined within a class to work, that function to operate on the data defined within a class, so they are calling it methods. And now, so in which way we are defining what is a function? A function is a method. A function is a method to solve the given task, to solve the prescribed task, to perform a set of tasks. Okay. And now high class programmers like the big university, they started to say it again. School of management, school of computer science and engineering. So they have started from the school, and the larger university again started to say it is a school of engineering. Okay. So we have defined the function, a method to perform a set of tasks, and again object-oriented programming, the functions are called methods. What you are doing, sir, I am doing just one, developing a method. Have you written the method? Just I am writing, sir. Okay. So object-oriented features, printing objects, another example, a more complicated example, and the init method and the str method. So here, so that I think I have already taught, you might have learned in P3 Python also, but we will come at that. What is the equivalent built-in function like constructor here, and what this str method is doing. You know those things, but here little bit going in the depth, we will go that. So it also starts, we have already completed, but according to the book, what it says, the object-oriented features. So first, before that, the debugging, the time object, what we have done the program, the values of minutes and seconds, and between 0 and 60, and including 0 but not 60, because as soon as it occurs to 60, so it should be converted to the next minute. I pause for a second. Yes. So 0 including, so 0 to 60, it is in between, but not including the 60, because as soon as the time, minute or second becomes the 60, it will be incremented. The second reaches to 60, then minute will be incremented. Minute reaches to 60, the hour will be incremented. Hour and minute should be integral value, but we might allow second to have a fractional part. The second may have the fractional part. So requirement like these are called invariants because they should always be true. To put in a different way, they are not true, something has gone wrong, because writing code check variants can help detect errors and find their cause. So you might have a function like valid time that takes a time object and returns false if it is violating an invariant, like that here. First you are checking, developing a function, and function name is valid time, taking the time argument, and time may be the object of the class time. So if time dot hour is less than 0, or time dot minute is less than 0, or time dot second is less than 0, then return false. So why you are taking the negative time? Time bounce Hollywood movie once I have seen. So where the person works in the morning and it goes to the previous day. So what happens in that way? So what will happen tomorrow? He knows already all the accidents and others. Time bounce. So that is also a science fiction here also. So time will not be negative. And if time greater than equal to 60 or second greater than minute greater than equal to 60 or time greater than equal to 60, then also return false. Otherwise, without any reason, just return true. So what you will call these particular operations? So if the function is not getting, always you are taking care no, for the throwing exceptions if the invalid input is wrong. So at the beginning of each function, you could check the arguments to make sure they are valid. So here again, you are adding the time T1 and T2. T1 and T2 are the two time objects. If not valid time T1 or not valid time T2, so again valid time you are passing T1 and T2 to check, then raise value error in valid time object in add time. So raise, you know that we have already discussed raising the exceptions, and if it is not raised, then it is seconds converting time to integer plus time to integer 2 and return time to integer already given in the previous slide, last class slides, and return into time second. So just function you can check. What does it says? What does it say? That if you are writing some functions and if some invariants are there, because they should always be true. So to put in a different way, if they are not true and something has been given wrong by the user, so we can check the invariants, and that can help the detect errors. And for that, they have given this particular topic named debugging. The exercise they have given in the textbook, and the documentation reference is also given here of the python.org. For the date time, you can import the date time to check the execution time, to check the difference in execution time of the two programs. So you can learn more about the date and time going to that Python documentation of the date and time. Now, use date time module to write a program that gets the current date and prints the day of the week, the weekday. So weekday, first you will have to see that in which way the Python counts the weekday, whether it is counting from Monday or Sunday, 1. And if it is number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 1 to 7, and again, it is the name of the day, weekday, Monday to Sunday, like that, or Sunday to Saturday. So date time module you will be checking. So first simple exercise is there to write a program to get the current date and prints the day of the week. And why we are sharing all those things, so this may be the guest question for the university or IIT2. IIT2 may not be there because it will be the guest question of IIT3. So write a program, because this I am seeing that only up to, because question is already set, only just introductory definitions of the terminologies, what you have got in the glossary of this attribute, object, class, instance, instantiate, embedded object, like that. And here another program, write a program that takes birthday as input and prints the user's age and the number of days, hours, minutes, and seconds until their next birthday. Third, for two people born on different days, there is a day. This is good. I think I should highlight it. This is logically good, that two persons holding the money, one person having the money, the triple of the first person, or Ram, Shyam, and Mohan having the money, and the Ram and Shyam adding this money will be this much, and Shyam and Mohan adding the money will be this much, and Mohan and Ram having the money this much. So what is the individual amount already in their pockets or in their purse? So for two people born on the different days, there is a day when one is twice as old as the other. So two values are there, X and Y, different days. So when you will be incrementing both, so when one is twice as old the other, so that's their double day. So write a program that takes two birth dates and computes their double day. Then once age, people born on different days, so there is a day, it's not calling about the date, day when one is twice as old as the other. So that is their double day. They are calling it double day. So write a program that takes two birth dates and computes their double day. For a little more challenge, write the more general version that computes the day when one person is n times older than the other. I have told in previous. The person is n times older than other. So all the first converting all them in seconds and dividing by other, whether it is n times older than other, when the time will come when one person is n times older than other. And solution is given here. Solution link also they have given on the writer's profile or the book thinkpython2.com, directly given here, the code and double.py. The solution you can take from here and prepare it. And also I can give you as the flip class if anyone presenting the exercises solution of the 4th unit. So first phase I am sharing with this one. Now it starts with the object-oriented programming features and classes and methods. So in which way textbook 2 you may know, because you have learned little bit C++ also in the 3rd semester, the first 10 periods, and Java also in 4th semester. So Python is an object-oriented programming language, which means that it provides features that supports the object-oriented programming. So which has these defining characteristics. Programs include classes and method definition. Most of the computation is expressed in terms of operation on objects. Yes, everything is in object-oriented programming. Everything in programming is an object. Even the classes are also object that is debated. The objects often represent things in the real world, all the real world entities, and the methods often correspond to the way things in the real world interact. How those objects are interacting in the real world, for that we are calling the methods, the functions which operate on data members. So a method is a function that is associated with a particular class. Here the method definition, not directly similar to the function. A method is a function that is associated with a particular class. We have seen methods for strings, list, dictionary, and tuples. Methods are semantically the same as functions, but there are two syntactic differences. So here you will get the guess question. So that what are the semantically same, but what are the syntax difference or syntactically difference or syntactic differences between function and methods. So methods are defined inside a class definition in order to make the relationship between the class and the method explicit. And the syntax for invoking a method is different from the syntax for calling a function. A function can be called directly from outside, from where you want, and here the method defined within a class is called by the object dot method name. That will come here. So here examples are given how to print the objects. So if you have taken the print time, it is not leaving the time, still in the 3rd class also the date and time. To make print time with a method, all we have to do is move the function definition inside the class definition. So here the function definition is not written outside of the class. The function definition is written within the class. Class time colon def print time. Time is the object of class this time. The time object name is in lowercase t and the class name time is in uppercase T. So here you have taken already that time dot print time start. So and in which way I was using here, this author is also using in that format, resembling the format specifier of the C, %.2d, %.2d, and hour minute should be separated by colon, and again %.2d, time dot hour, time dot minute, time dot second, and for all single percentage is given without comma. Anyone will respond that what you mean by the %.2d? Anyone please respond if you are my student from 1st year to 3rd year. %.2d means what? Prakash.
2
Kirti.
points of decimal, sir.
Number of digits after decimal will be
2.
2. Number of digits after decimal will be 2. One thing more. And if any digit after decimal is greater than equal to 5, then
It will be
it will be
rounded off.
rounded off to the next digit. That is also. So now there is two ways to call the print time. The first and less common way is to use function syntax time dot print time starts. It is less common and it is printing fine. In this use of the dot notation, dot member operator from first year, you know that C programming. The time is the name of the class, print time is the name of the method. And start is passed as the parameter. Okay. Start in previous slide, starts you have given time. Start is the object of the time. Start dot hour equal to this. Start dot minute equal to this. Start dot seconds equal to this. You are passing giving. In this, the second and more concise a way is to use the method syntax. Here, start dot print time. Here you are saying time dot print time. So this here the function is class specific, and here this function is object specific. Here you are calling, so this is elegant. This is the essence. You are calling the built-in method. You are not built-in method. You are calling the method defined within a class by object dot method name. Class dot method name we are learning for the static methods, static functions, what you have learned in the C++. So calling them because the static members are class specific, not object specific. So it is defined before all the objects of the class in advance, and its value can be shared by all the objects. Okay, so that discussion is not here. So here if you are calling the class dot function name of the class, it is telling that it is less common, and here it is more concise ways to use method syntax. I have highlighted in red color. In this use of dot notation, print time is the name of the method again, yes, and start is the object of the method invoked on, which is called the subject, like that, subject. So 1 minute review question. Objects we have defined. What do you mean by subject? The start is the object of the method. Start is the object of the method is invoked on. Start is the object of the method which is called the subject. Start is the object of the method is invoked on, which is called the subject. Just as the subject of a sentence is what the sentence is about, the subject of a method invocation is what the method is about. So a start dot calling the function will be subject, and a start only will be the object. Nice. I want to read it again. Just as the subject of a sentence is what the sentence is about, the subject of a method invocation is what the method is about. Fine. So then you are getting one more question in the review question. What do you mean by subject? Like that object and instantiate already you have defined. Now another example is given here, starting with the comment line inside class time, increment. Now here it is. So we will be learning here, what do you mean by here self? Anyone please respond, self? Anyone please respond, self? I will give you full marks, please. If any of the quiz, any of the assignment you are having the less marks, I assure you that if you are participating in the class, I am having the right to increment your marks. Because P3 is going on, TYL P2 you have done, TYL P3 is going on of Python. Please, anyone please define what do you mean by self here? Or oops, not started in TYL P3. Kausiki, Isha, Prakash, Sampat Kumar, Sai Krishna, Wasim, Manpreet, Jayant.
Instance of the class.
Who is talking?
Wasim.
Wasim, good. Again, Wasim.
It references the instance of the class.
Refers the, and similarly what we are using, so what we are calling in C++ and Java? in which way we are using the self to refer the current instance which calls the method. Self, in which way I am defining, self is the reference of the object, reference of the instance which calls the method, because so many objects will call the method. Who has called me? I should know who has called me. The function should know who has called it, which of the object has called it. For what we are using the term in the C++ and Java? So it is interview question. The self is equivalent to which of the concept of C++ and Java? Wasim, you can't answer, you don't know.
No, sir.
This pointer, this keyword in Java, because they are hesitating to say pointer in Java, so they are calling the this in Java, and this pointer we are calling. Who has called me? Who has called the function? So many functions, so many objects are calling the functions. So who has called this method now? The method should know that who is calling me. So I repeat, so this pointer was keeping the address of the object which was calling the method. Here self is also a reference of the instance or reference of the object which calls the method. So self is similar to this pointer of C++ and Java. Here I should write in comment. Self is similar to this pointer of C++ and Java. I'm making it red. For what? Reference refers in Wasim, in which way he has told? He has told maybe better than me. Refers to the object which called the method. So yes, so by default, which of the object has called the method? No, that is represented by self here. Fine. So the version assumes that time to integer is written as a method. Also note that it is a pure function, not a modifier. Here, how you invoke the increment. So a start.print time, fine. In.start.increment time, and they have given the big number of seconds, 1337. And so it is adding the seconds. The previously I have already given that program. In that program you can add this way, and in.print time is this one. So it is adding the number of seconds, again incrementing the minutes and hours accordingly. So the subject start gets assigned to the first parameter self. Here, yes. The argument 1337 gets assigned to the second parameter seconds. So this mechanism can be confusing, especially if you make an error. For example, if you invoke the increment with the two arguments, end start increment 13, so that it will give here that it takes the two positional argument, and you are passing 3. No, sir, I have passed only 2. No, one argument by default is passed. That is the address, that is the reference of the object which calls the method, and that is self. So here you are counting 2 because here you are receiving 2 self and seconds. For that I am passing 2 no. So it is by default. So this error you will be getting. It is taking the 2 positional argument and you are giving 3. Sir, I have given 2 only. No, one hidden argument you are passing. No. What is that hidden argument? That reference of the object which calls the method. Reference of the object which calls the method. That is the default argument going to the method. Okay, for that. So this error message is initially confusing because there are only 2 arguments in the parenthesis, but the subject is also considered as an argument. So altogether that is 3. In which way I have told the reference of the instance, Wasim has told the reference of the instance is passed as default argument. So by the way, a positional argument, 1 minute review question, or your IIT quiz 4 question. So positional argument is an argument that doesn't have a parameter name. Like that. Positional argument is an argument that doesn't have a parameter name. Okay, what we are calling the default argument, the reference of the object. So that is, it is not a keyword argument in this function call. See here, a sketch parrot, cage, dead equal to true. So parrot and cage are positional and dead is the keyword argument. Dead is the keyword argument, whether it is true or false. One more complicated example. Rewriting is after here is slightly more complicated because it takes two time objects as parameters. In this case, it is conventional to name the first parameter self and the second parameter other, like that. So, okay, self means which of the object and the another object. So, is after. So, this is after this object. So, return self dot time to integer greater than other time to integer. So, whether it is true or false, this self dot time to integer, it is greater or less, so it will be returning true or false. To use this method, you have to invoke on one object and pass the other object as argument. So you are passing here ind is after a start, so a start will go here, it is telling true. And one nice thing about this syntax, that is most reads English, end is after a start. Okay, funny comment. We will move to the next slide, Wasim.
Yes, sir.
Now here they are defining that another two methods, what we are using that like constructors. The init is like constructor member function of the C++ and Java having the same name as class. But here when you are declaring the object of the class, no, at that time internally automatically you are giving the class name followed by pair of parentheses. So actually internally it is calling the constructor. But we will have to define the constructor. Now for that similar function is there, underscore init underscore to initialize the object. The constructor function is also to initialize. So I will write here the comment, what? Similar to constructor of C++ and Java. So, okay, now you are asking that which of the object has called the self.hour equal to hour, self.minute equal to minute, second equal to second. So that it has initialized all the time what you are calling, which of the object is calling the time. So this is explicitly not called the init. As soon as you have declared one object of the class time and the init member function, init method is called, and for what it is called? To initialize. How? 0, 0, 0 hour, minute, second. So it is common for the parameters of init to have the same name as the attributes. The statement self.hour equal to hour. Stores the value of parameter hour as its attribute to self. The parameters are optional, so you call time with no argument to get the default values. Fine. So now just object is declared, and if you want to print the time, the another function is also defined. It is not written here print time as you have seen in the last slide. So it is printing all are 0 now. If you provide one argument, it overwrites hour 9. So first argument will be overwritten. The keyword argument you have given here, so that will be overwritten by 9. And again printing 9, if you provide two arguments, they overwrite hour and minute in the sequence 9:45, time print and 9:45. And if you provide three arguments, they overwrite all the three default values. As an exercise here, here one more question. Write an init method for the point class that takes xy as the optional parameters and assigns them to the corresponding attributes. And the str method continue. Str method again continued. Yes, return. But where we have learned the str, str not written. Now we are learning. Here is the str. So str method is not continued. Str method we are learning first. It is not init method. str method. A special method like init that is supposed to return a string representation of an object. In which way we can simplify the definition? What you are writing all the value as a string. What you are writing all the values as a string. So you can define one, all the objects data can be returned by a single representation of the string. You have written %.2d, %:, %.2d, percentage. So all these hour, minute and second will be returned to the object as a string. So it's a special method like init that is supposed to return a string representation of an object. For example, here is the str method for the time object. You have already given here. Str method, fine. And when you print an object, Python invokes the str method. 945, so it is printing that because it is already given in a string, the string representation of the object. When I write a new class, I almost start by writing init, which makes it easier to instantiate objects, and str, which is useful for debugging. As an exercise, write a str method for the point class. Create a point object and print it. Simple exercise is given. So exercise method, it is __ str _ followed by pair of parentheses. And here, what you will get the 1 minute question, the definitions are given here. What do you mean by, according to this textbook, object-oriented language that provides features such as parameter-defined types, methods that facilitate object-oriented programming? What do you mean by object-oriented programming? A style of programming in which data and the operations that manipulate it and organized into the classes and methods. Method, a function that defined inside the class definition and is invoked for instances of that class. Subject, the object a method is invoked on. Subject, the object a method is invoked on. Altogether, it is subject. Positional argument, an argument that does not include a parameter name. So it is not a keyword argument. Positional argument, that keyword argument, some initializing the value is there. Here. All these are keyword arguments. The positional argument you have gone. And now, in the review question, I will write here. Cautionary tale about the most common and different thing find errors. Class activity for a class named kangaroo with the following methods. A small simple answer it is there. It is having the simple answer. So define a class kangaroo with the following methods. Init method that initializes an attributes named pouch contents to an empty list. Means kangaroo having so many infants, no, keeping in their pouch, just having default bag hanging in their stomach. For that they are using the word pouch. So how many little kangaroos are there carrying or running? And because the another is also object, and it gives the concept of this containership. An object holds another object. So definition of a named kangaroo with the following methods. An init method that initializes an attribute named pouch contents to an empty list first, okay. Next, a method named put in pouch that takes an object of any type and adds to pouch contents. And the str method that returns a string representation of the kangaroo object and the contents of the pouch. So test your code by creating two kangaroo objects, assign them to the variable name kanga and roo, and then adding roo to the contents of kanga's pouch. Fine. And here, in the review questions, I will be adding why to add the object-oriented language and object-oriented programming. So here the 0th question I want to give first what? Define underscore init method. And then let it be one object-oriented language. Object-oriented language Again, third I am giving define underscore str method. But before that, what do you mean by a method? Or better to say, difference in function and method. Object-oriented language, str, subject. What do you mean by subject? Okay. What do you mean by subject? And positional argument. And write the keyword argument also. Arguments. So it is the 7th question, and needless to say that divide last 3 digits of your USN by 7. The remainder is your question. Fine. So I'm putting here. And what is your question? You take it. I'm coming back to the room. So writing first line in USN and second line your question number dot, and then writing the answer wrong or right. But participate in the review question in the class activity. Okay. So only the 6 minutes left. Go fast little so that I will have to conclude. So that will be your attendance. I will record it. Again, showing the questions. Mehul Sakaria. Talk to me, Mehul Sakaria.
Yes, sir.
Everything is fine. You just enter your, what is your USN? I'm asking your USN last 3 digits.
Sir?
Your USN last 3 digits is 098.
Yes, sir.
So 098 divided by 7, what will be remainder?
0.
And 0. So first question is what? To define init method. You are writing or not writing?
Okay, sir, I'll do it.
Okay. Your choice. I have requested. If you don't have the time, you don't want, just give the USN. If you do not want to give the USN also, and then you say that, sir, we are my backup, sir, I'm having the other class. I love you all. Take care. Stay safe. We are meeting after IAT2. I am going out of a station. I will be on leave. And the IAT2 question is already set. Topics covered I have already told. The 40 marks MCQ, 10 marks theoretical code program definition. Pratik Bharuka, one here, which one is missing? Like Nag Mohan Reddy, everything is there. Ramya. So still I am calling. Still this Kavita C is there. Kavita C.
Sir, I'm there, sir.
Pratik, I have told earlier also when you have not joined. So you tell me that one quiz I am not finding.
Yes, sir. One quiz you told instead take one more flip class.
You want to take?
You said, no, sir, that you should
I
take
have
one
told,
more.
but when you are conducting, when you are taking, after IAT2,
Sir, whenever you say, sir.
why you have not told today morning? So I got sweet today.
Okay,
so
sir, I'll
making
give
that
after
20
IIT,
also.
IIT too, sir. Is it fine?
Huh?
I'll give after IIT too.
Everybody, we are meeting after IIT too. Happy Dashara.
Happy
Pratik
Dasara,
Day.
sir.
पूजे हेलो पूजे शुभेच्छा या देवी सर्वभूतेषु विद्यारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. All the girls are like here the goddesses, so it is the festival of the girls, Nari Shakti. So pranam to all Nari Shakti. Do well, my blessings. I love you all.